Hello, Stoic enthusiasts, welcome back. There goes a story that says Milo of Croton carried a bull on his shoulders. But he didn't start with a bull, he started with a calf. Day after day, without missing a step, he lifted that calf. Each sunrise it grew heavier, and so did he, stronger, more disciplined, more capable. Until one day, he stood in front of the world and lifted a full-grown bull, with ease, with confidence, with grace. Who was Milo of Croton? Milo wasn't just a champion, he was a six-time Olympic wrestling victor, a warrior, a general, a living legend in ancient Greece. He didn't just dominate, he lasted, he endured, he outperformed generations of men through discipline alone. But Milo's real strength wasn't in his muscles, it was in his mindset, his routine, his philosophy. Behind the physical is always the mental. And at the heart of Milo's success lies a principle that echoes through Stoic thought: discipline, consistency, control. What are some of the lessons we draw from this story? Lesson 1. Voluntary discomfort. Milo didn't wait for ideal weather or perfect conditions. He trained when it was inconvenient, when it was cold, when it was silent and lonely. This is what the Stoics called voluntary discomfort. Seneca trained himself to endure hardship before life forced it on him. He said, "Set aside a number of days, dress in rough clothing, eat the bare minimum, and ask, is this what I feared?" When we choose discomfort on our terms, we become unbreakable when life imposes it. Daily application. Fast for a few hours. Wake up earlier than usual. Delay gratification, because strength comes from stress, and confidence comes from proof. Lesson 2. Ascesis, the discipline of repetition. There was no crowd, no camera, no medal waiting for Milo each morning. Just a man, a calf, and a choice. The Stoics called this practice ascesis, the repetition of right action. Repetition not for reward, but for refinement, for transformation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You become what you give your attention to repeatedly. If you do it often enough, it becomes your nature." Milo didn't lift to impress others. He lifted to sharpen his nature, and that's the Stoic way. To build yourself through habit, not hype. Daily application. Journal each morning. Practice silence for 5 minutes. Read 1 page a day. Stretch your body and your mind. Repeat what is good until it feels like home. Lesson 3. Control what you can. Milo couldn't control how fast the calf grew, or how others trained, or what people thought of him. But he could control his effort, his choices, his reaction. That's Stoicism, the art of focusing on what's within your control and releasing what isn't. Epictetus reminds us, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Worrying about results wastes your energy. Use that energy to show up again and again and again. The quiet greatness of consistency. There's something sacred about showing up when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one notices. That's where transformation lives. Not in grand moments, but in quiet ones. Most people want the bull. Few are willing to lift the calf. We chase overnight success, but the Stoic path teaches otherwise. It's not about speed, it's about direction and endurance. One choice, made well, repeated daily. That's power. Question: what's your calf? Is it waking up on time, reading every day, healing from something painful, starting a new career, becoming a better partner, a better parent, a better you? Start with the smallest version of it. Lift it once today, then again tomorrow. Don't worry about the bull will come. But only if you stay consistent with the calf. You don't need to be strong today. You just need to be willing. Here come the challenge. Carry your calf. Milo became strong not because he was born special, but because he was faithful to the work, to the process, to the philosophy. The Stoics weren't just thinkers, they were doers. They knew that your life is the sum of your habits, and that discipline isn't just a tool, it's a lifestyle, a shield, a compass. So carry your calf every day, silently, patiently, and one day, you will lift the bull, not because of luck, but because of who you've become. Discipline is destiny. Subscribe for more Stoic lessons and timeless wisdom.